Meteorologist Brian McLean here. Let's talk a little bit about the Kerr County floods that happened in Texas on July 4th. There's a little too much of a blame game going on here, and I want to set the record straight. Obviously, this is a tragedy of epic proportions. 95 people are reported as dead. Hopefully, there will be very few additional fatalities from here on out, but that is a tragic number. And obviously, being a meteorologist, I want to make sure that you understand meteorologists are doing everything they can in their power, and just anybody that's weather aware is also helping to avoid situations like this. So the forecast on July 3rd and July 4th for Kerr County, Texas was a risk of flooding was a 2 out of 4. I believe that was issued on the morning of the 4th. And so there was a risk of a moderate risk of flooding expected in the area. So the National Weather Service did their job there. And then when flooding actually started to occur, a flash flood emergency was issued at 4:03 in the morning by the National Weather Service, and that was significant advance warning, particularly for Camp Mystic. It was considered about an hour and 5 minutes from before they experienced flooding there, but some of those details are a little sketchy. But the bottom line is that even if you were a camp counselor at Camp Mystic and you received this emergency flash flood warning, flash flood emergency at 4:03 a.m. and you woke up, you got out of bed, you were at the utmost, doing the most due diligence you possibly could as a camp counselor and looking after the kids that were there. You would have put on your poncho and walked down to the river and seen that the river had barely risen. It was only up a couple feet at that point, and the river had been up a couple feet the week prior and a couple times in the month prior. So there was nothing to suggest that this was an unusual circumstance whatsoever. And the additional clue that they had was that there was no major lightning or thunderstorms at that time, so it looked like it was over.